Okay, hello. This is Michael Weiner and welcome to Inside My Head. Inside my head, what are we going to talk about? Moving this camera around. I really need to figure out this lighting stuff, but it's early in the show. Late in the game, though. Late in the game. As Picasso said, it takes a long time to become young. Boy, don't I know that trip. Or as a card my mom sent me, I'm on the Moses track, wandering for 30, 40, a long time. But, as J.R. Tolkien said, all who wander are not lost. And I like quoting people because these people are known, and when you quote somebody who's known or who has a Harvard degree or something like that, then it gives you it boosts you up, it backs you up, so you use that to hold you or to gain authenticity. So if I quote all these people to back up my theories, then I just overpower your mind, because how could you go against somebody from all these great schools and all these famous people? They know more than you. Must listen to them. Aye, matey, we must listen to them. And the critics know. Who wants to grow up to be a critic? I want to be a critic when I grow up and tell you about movies, and then we listen to them. And then the news, and they tell us stuff, and then we know what to think. What would I do if they didn't tell me how to think and tell me how it really is out there? Because I couldn't figure it out myself, nor do I have the time. So who do I trust? I was just going to quote David Duchovny from the X-Files, but maybe you know that quote, maybe you don't. If you do, then you know what I was going to say. And if you don't, I'll tease you. Wait till the end and then I'll tell you. No, I'm not going to tell you, so you can leave now. Feel free. Leave. You still here? Bueller. Ferris Bueller? Not here. That was a great scene in Ferris Bueller, because he actually talked into the screen. You don't do that, but he did. But you don't do that because you must follow the rules. The rules are in place, so we have a structured society and we all can abide by the rules. Otherwise we'd have chaos. Chaos gnome. That was my kid's, one of his SoundClouds. Chaos gnome. But we can't have chaos. And people want to be told what to do. It's just easier. Why do I want to think for myself? That's just way too much work. Then I have to figure out what's right and wrong. Just tell me what to do, how to do it. When to cough, where to go. When to go into a yoga pose, when to come out of a yoga pose, how to do a yoga pose, how to do this, how to do that. I need an instruction manual for life. How about for parenting? Is there an instruction manual for parenting? Because actually, I see so many parents who just parent alike. I think it's like a fashion thing. There's a certain fashion of parenting that's in, but then everyone picks their brand of parenting. Like, what type of school are you going to go to? I go to a conservative school. I go to an arty school. I go to a... Hi, Indy. Indy's smiling at me. She's not bored with what I have to say. She really appreciates all my dog wisdom. She could just care less, sending love at me. Oh, Indy girl. That's because we were at the park for about an hour and she was running with these two dogs and had so much fun. So she's just so content. See, that's all it is. If we went to the park every day, ran around and played for an hour, I do that, and I'm still messed up. Well, or you would be less messed up than if you didn't do it. So I'm better off than I was. Oh, indie girl, so sweet. Okay, we're doing a show here. This is our show, Michael Weiner Inside My Head. You're already inside my head. Oh, if you ever want to practice like an energetic thing, it's impossible, at least with my dogs. When you wake up in the morning and you release, like you come out of that dream state into the wake up state, and the dogs will pick up on it before you hit your mind and wake up. They're already there. They have perfect connection in that way. So I would try to see if I can get up and move without sending out any signals to them. Never could I do it. Impossible. And Sensei Nishiyama's assistant, Aiko-san, was the same way. You can never catch her catching you. So you'd be out there training, and you'd try to get her, but it was impossible because she just read your intentions before you even knew they were intentions and would move off that. It was amazing to behold. But she just played it so well, you would just never know. Unless you kind of knew, then you would know. But it was such a beauty to behold. To behold. Held. Whole. I'm a whole. Whole. Okay, so we're going to explain something here, because we need to feed you. I'm going to feed you with the lesson plan I have today, the auric lesson plan. Okay, so we all have auras, and we all have holes or spikes or this or that. So our relationships fit together like we're kind of like that, and the relationship kind of fits together. Can you see me? Okay, so it kind of goes like that. So if you're like that and the other person's like that, then you really aren't going to fit together. So how is it that we fit together? Because it kind of fits. So you keep going into these relationships. It's kind of unconscious until it becomes conscious, just based off the energetics of it all. So you repeat your patternings until you don't. Why don't you? Something changes. And then all of a sudden, from fitting together like this, you're more like that, and then you attract and repel different things. So you think you're in control. I've got another story for you. No, I don't. It's the invisible that runs you, but you can work on shaping the invisible that's out there. So, and it's simple, because everyone thinks they have to work on it a certain way. If you can adjust how you drive, you're going to change your life. If you can adjust how you walk. I mean, if my head tilts one way when I walk, and it tilts one way when I do karate, and it tilts when I do yoga, and it tilts when I talk, maybe if I'm going to talk and I put it straight, then is it going to be straight in everything else I do? Let me think about it. Okay, yes. So, when you change something in one place, it goes and your whole life shifts. Because there's a theory on that I've heard called the Hologram Theory, which is, I don't know, you look it up. But I was told it's a bunch of pictures of the same picture. So if you change the one teeny picture, wait, let's try that again. It changes everything. So that's a simple way to shift your life. Actually, there's nothing simple about it, but it's a fun way to think about it. Think about it a little bit. I don't know. Think about it if you want. Hello? Is anybody home? Nobody home. The lights are off. Nobody's home. Okay, I'll give you one last thought for this version. What shall we talk? What version now? Oh, changing your life. Oh, so I just thought of something. Like Field of Dreams, which you've probably never heard of the movie. Maybe you have. Build it and they will come. So it's like build the field and then they will come. So I have to jump and then the net appears. So I have to just do it and then it happens. You can't really be safe and be like, put the net out, get the contract, and then I'll do that. I mean, you could do it that way. It's safe, it's secure, and it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Yeah, it really makes sense. But you're safe. You don't have to have total faith, and you don't have to have everything to lose. But it's up to you. It always is. Or is it not up to you? Is it never up to you? Do you think that it's up to you, but it's really not up to you? But you act as if it is up to you, and then you get in your own way because you think that you're in control. I am in control. I'm working so hard right now not to pattern my same stuff. I'm like, I'm just going to let it go, see what happens. I'm just going to play this out. I'm not going to run my same racket that I always do for so long. I'm just going to play this one out and not get in my own way and then just see what happens. Because I know what's going to happen if I do my normal thing. I mean, I've been doing that for so long, I could predict the outcome of that one. But if I just don't play it that way, and I kind of probably wind up in the same place. But it's a good exercise anyhow. Okay, was that good enough? Did I promise you something at the end? I did. But I totally forgot at this point what it was. So I was going to tell you a Steve Martin joke, but that's so gone anyhow. Steve Martin. Does anyone know Steve Martin anymore? He was funny. George Carlin. Super funny. Super bright. A lot of people were. Alright. Enjoyed this. Michael Weiner. Inside my head. Thank you for watching.